Okay, let me talk actually about the thing at the top of the screen here, which is again about the difference between lists and sentences. So the first thing up there is a procedure to reverse the order of the words in a sentence. And the crucial part is that we say sentence, reverse all but the first word, and then put the first word at the end of that. Okay, and this works to reverse a sentence. But if you try to reverse a list by doing the same thing, only cons instead of sentence and coulder instead of but first and car instead of first, it doesn't work. So let me show you it not working. Huh, you don't say. Oops, wrong place. Better. Okay, so now if I say reverse, this is the cons version we're looking at. I get this wrong answer. And it's what you get when you call cons with something other than a list as the second argument. So cons is very good for sticking a new element at the front of a list, but it doesn't work for sticking a new element at the end of the list. So that's an asymmetry in lists that has to do with the fact that in each pair of the spine of a list, the car is an element and the coulder isn't an element. It's a sublist. It's part of the list, another spine pair. And so this is what you get if you put the elements in the coulters, which is what this program tries to do. So in order to write a real reverse, well, there are a bunch of ways you could do it. Probably the most straightforward way would be this. Yeah, like so. Oops. So it's the same up to this point. Now I'm going to say append. Oops, seek it's called. Okay. Whoa. Let's try that again. I don't know why that happened, actually, but yeah. The reverse of, oh, I see, right here. Ah. Okay. There we go. So in order to make this work, I used append. And also, here's one of the times where it's actually a little bit useful to use list. I called list with a single word as its argument. So this says, make a list of length 1 containing this thing. And that's because what append is going to do is take the elements of reverse of the coulter and combine them with the element of this one element list I just made to make a new list. Okay, so append, the arguments have to be lists, and the result is a list of the elements of the arguments. So that's the way that we would do reverse, or a way, anyway, that we could do reverse. There are other ways.